In a world that is continually evolving, the understanding and acceptance of diverse identities have come to the forefront of societal conversations. One such identity that has gained significant attention in recent years is being transgender. Defined as an individual whose gender identity does not align with their assigned sex at birth, being transgender challenges traditional notions and forces us to question long-held beliefs about gender. To truly comprehend what it means to be transgender, we must delve deeper into the nuanced concepts of gender identity and expression. It goes beyond a mere label or category. Rather, it encompasses an individual's deeply held sense of their own gender, which may differ from societal expectations or norms. In essence, being transgender is an authentic self-discovery journey where individuals align themselves with their true internal compass. The concept can be challenging for some to grasp due to its departure from binary understandings of male and female identities. However, by embracing a more fluid understanding of gender on a spectrum rather than rigid categorizations, we open ourselves up to viewing the world through a different lens, a lens that celebrates diversity and inclusivity. As we embark on this exploration together, with empathy as our guide, we will dive into various perspectives surrounding transgender individuals' experiences while unveiling common misconceptions along the way. By challenging preconceived notions and expanding our knowledge base around this topic, we set forth on a path toward greater acceptance within society. So join us as we strive for greater awareness leading towards fostering compassion for those who are navigating uncharted waters. Transgender people seeking nothing more than respect for their truth in order to live authentically in society. Every culture around the world has its own unique attitudes and beliefs when it comes to gender diversity. These cultural perspectives play a significant role in shaping how individuals within those cultures perceive and accept transgender people. For instance, some indigenous cultures have long recognized non-binary genders and included them as respected members of their communities. In many Western societies, however, the concept of being transgender is relatively new. Traditional gender norms often clash with the idea of someone identifying as a different gender than they were assigned at birth. This clash can lead to misunderstandings and even discrimination against transgender individuals. To fully understand and accept transgender people in society, we must acknowledge these cultural differences and work towards promoting acceptance universally. By exploring various cultural perspectives on gender diversity, we can gain insights into alternative ways of understanding gender identity that challenge our preconceived notions. It is essential to recognize that no single perspective should outweigh or invalidate another. Instead, we should all strive for inclusivity by embracing diverse views on this complex subject matter. Addressing common misconceptions surrounding transgender people is crucial in promoting understanding and acceptance. Unfortunately, there are several persistent myths that contribute to the discrimination, stigmatization, and marginalization of transgender individuals. By debunking these misconceptions, we can challenge deeply ingrained biases and foster empathy. One common myth is that being transgender is a choice or a phase. This belief disregards the extensive research showing that gender identity is an innate aspect of a person's being. Just as cisgender individuals feel aligned with their assigned sex at birth, transgender individuals have an inherent sense of their true gender identity. It is not something they choose or something temporary, it is who they are. Another prevalent misunderstanding surrounds the notion that being transgender is a mental illness or disorder. In reality, medical professionals worldwide recognize gender dysphoria as a condition related to distress resulting from incongruity between one's gender identity and assigned sex at birth. However, it's important to note that being transgender itself is not inherently pathological or indicative of any mental health issue. One of the most effective ways to foster understanding and empathy towards transgender individuals is by sharing their personal experiences. These stories provide a glimpse into the challenges, triumphs, and emotional complexities that trans individuals face on their journeys. Take the story of Sarah, a transgender woman who bravely decided to transition in her mid-30s. Sarah knew from an early age that she was not comfortable in her assigned gender role, but societal pressures and fear held her back from living authentically. After years of struggling with self-doubt and denial, Sarah finally sought support from a therapist who specialized in transgender issues. With guidance and acceptance, she found the strength to come out to family, friends, and colleagues. Sarah's journey was far from easy. She faced discrimination at work due to her transition and had to endure ignorant comments or even hostility from some people in her life. However, through it all, Sarah remained resilient and determined to live as her true self. She found solace in connecting with other trans individuals through support groups where they shared advice on navigating healthcare systems or legal hurdles. Another inspiring story is that of Alex, a non-binary individual who identifies outside traditional binary gender categories. For many non-binary people like Alex, finding society's acceptance can be an ongoing challenge as they navigate between being misgendered or misunderstood by those around them. Alex made the courageous decision to openly express their gender identity despite potential pushback or confusion they might encounter along the way. They actively engage with educational initiatives within schools and workplaces while advocating for inclusive policies that acknowledge diverse gender identities beyond male or female categories. These real-life stories are powerful reminders that each person's experience is unique but equally valid when it comes to affirming one's own identity. By listening attentively to these narratives filled with vulnerability and strength alike, we can broaden our perspective, gradually building a more inclusive and compassionate society. In recent years, there has been a growing recognition of the importance of legal rights and protections for trans individuals around the world. Legal recognition is crucial in affirming identities and ensuring equal treatment in various aspects of life. The lack of legal provisions often results in discrimination, harassment, and exclusion. One key area where legal recognition plays a vital role is gender identity documentation. Many countries still require proof of surgical procedures or medical interventions for trans individuals to update their identification documents. This requirement not only presents unnecessary hurdles but also violates personal autonomy and dignity. Advocates argue that legal systems need to evolve to recognize self-identified gender without imposing burdensome requirements. Furthermore, an important aspect of legal protection is anti-discrimination legislation specifically targeting transgender people. In many parts of the world, trans individuals face significant challenges when it comes to employment, housing, healthcare access, education opportunities, and public accommodations. Introducing comprehensive anti-discrimination laws can help address these issues by providing remedies for victims while promoting inclusivity within society. Recognizing the importance of transgender rights globally goes beyond just individual experiences. It's about acknowledging everyone's right to live authentically without fear or prejudice. It requires governments to intervene with thoughtful policies that protect transgender people from discrimination in all areas of life, alongside measures that educate society as a whole on understanding transgender issues better, creating safer spaces where everyone's true identity is recognized under the law irrespective of cultural background or social upbringing. Transgender individuals face a myriad of mental health challenges, many of which stem from the discrimination and prejudice they encounter in their daily lives. Numerous studies have shown that trans people are at a higher risk for depression, anxiety, and suicide compared to their cisgender counterparts. The constant societal rejection and lack of support can take a toll on their mental well-being. Discrimination against transgender individuals can manifest itself in various forms, such as denial of healthcare services, employment opportunities, or housing. These experiences not only lead to economic instability but also contribute significantly to feelings of isolation and marginalization. When society refuses to acknowledge and affirm their gender identity, it sends them the message that they are undeserving or abnormal. The impact of discrimination on trans mental health cannot be underestimated. It often leads to increased rates of self-harm and suicidal ideation among transgender individuals. Living with the fear of violence or rejection takes an immense emotional toll on their overall well-being. It is crucial for society to recognize these struggles faced by trans people and provide them with safe spaces where they can feel supported, validated, and encouraged in order to safeguard their mental health. By fostering inclusive communities that value diversity rather than perpetuating harmful stereotypes or biases, we can start chipping away at the barriers that negatively affect trans individuals' mental well-being. Creating a more inclusive society starts with educating ourselves on how to be supportive allies to transgender individuals. It's not just about understanding gender identity, but also actively respecting it and fostering an environment where everyone feels valued and included. One important tip for being a supportive ally is to use the correct name and pronouns when referring to transgender individuals. Taking the time to ask someone their preferred pronouns or using gender-neutral language can go a long way in affirming their identity and showing respect. Additionally, it's crucial for allies to educate themselves on transgender issues. By seeking out resources such as books, articles, documentaries, or attending workshops on transgender rights and experiences, we can gain deeper insights into the challenges faced by this community. Engaging in conversations with trusted transgender activists or organizations can further broaden our perspective and help us understand ways in which we can contribute positively towards inclusivity. Building an inclusive environment means challenging our own biases and assumptions about gender identity. Resisting stereotypes that limit individuals based on outdated norms is essential for breaking down barriers that hinder acceptance. Recognizing that there are diverse ways of expressing one's gender helps create space for self-expression without judgment or discrimination. Together, let's strive towards creating a world where every person, regardless of their gender identity, feels respected, understood, supported, and celebrated for who they truly are. Encourage openness in conversations surrounding gender identity. Emphasize that acceptance leads to greater inclusion for all members of society regardless of their gender identity. When it comes to discussions on transgender individuals, one crucial aspect that often gets overlooked is the importance of openness. Many people may shy away from engaging in conversations about gender identity due to fear or lack of understanding. However, by fostering an open and safe environment where individuals can freely express themselves without judgment, we can encourage a more inclusive society where everyone feels valued and respected. Openness also allows for the opportunity to learn and grow. By listening to different perspectives and personal stories from transgender individuals, we can gain insights into their experiences and challenges they face. This first-hand knowledge not only helps break down stereotypes but also fosters empathy and understanding among those who may have had limited exposure or held biased views towards transgender people. By encouraging openness in conversations surrounding gender identity, we are taking important steps towards creating a more accepting society. When everyone feels free to discuss these topics openly, it becomes easier to debunk misconceptions, challenge stigmas, and promote positive change. Acceptance should not be seen as a threat but rather as an opportunity for growth both individually and collectively as diverse members of society come together with compassion and respect for one another's unique experiences. Finally, we would like to express our gratitude for watching till the end. We hope you found the video valuable and informative. If so, please show your appreciation by hitting the like button and leaving us a comment below. We are eager to hear from you. In the end, we have a humble request for you. We are trying hard to keep you enlightened and empowered by creating awesome videos like this. Please support us by joining our membership program. The link is in the description. Your little contribution will inspire us to make more awesome content for you like this. The next video will be published tomorrow, so don't miss it. Till then, take care. More wisdom, more solutions, better life.